Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to part 2 of the Bastard Smalls Season 5. We have joined the Bastard Smalls as they gain a couple of new members. They're being sent out to the town of Everwood. That just happens to be on the same island, so less travelling. Now, of course, they are going by teleportation. And because, what was it, a 9 was rolled, 2 hours later, they have teleported into one snowfield, 3 different forests, 2 different haunted castles, 1 cultist ritual that's going Cthulhu, Cthulhu, Cthulhu before he disappeared away.
I'm sure it's fine.
Wait, because this is because I rolled a 9 in the last one.
Yep.
Number of bots teleport.
Oh my god.
You ended up in Grandma Midnight's basement, where Larry said hello.
Larry, good to see you.
What up, dude? Larry being I believe only has 4 eye stalks and is a giant eyeball with a mouth that hovers. Only now he's wearing a security guard's cap and a tie. You're not sure how the tie's hanging from him.
Okay. I think the teleporter is very broken.
What just happened?
I just said I think the teleporter is very broken. Maybe we should fix it when we get back. If we get back.
Well, we always tell them it's broken, and then they say they fix it, but it's never fixed.
It always takes Okasan to where he is needed most.
You finally end outside of a small town. You can see it sprawling around with a big sign, "Welcome to Everwood." And you can see at the back of it this huge, deep forest. The town circles around a smallish pond, and for some strange reason, the town looks rather quiet. You also notice small areas of looks like impact marks and burns.
Ink marks, you say?
Impact.
Impact burns. I'm going to go investigate one of these and fail horribly.
I do the same.
Yeah, I get a 10.
I'm going to do an investigation of my own. Oh. I did worse than Shifrost, let's just say that.
You know what? I'll do the same. I got a 21.
Ooh.
Big brain.
Not bad.
You see.
What do you see, Tedlin?
Somehow,
hole.
The others fail to notice anything but the burnt hole, but you find the burnt fragments of what appears to be a large toad.
It is raining meteor toads.
Oh boy, more jerky. Delicious. Not as delicious as pudding,
Excuse me, could you say that again? I'm afraid my hearing just died.
Well, my theory is that it is raining meteor toads.
Okay, hearing is fine. I heard you right. Uh-huh.
I don't think that's what happened. I've never heard of meteor toads. Why is there exploded frog here, though?
Meteor toad. From space.
I have my doubts that is actual thing.
It seems the most simple explanation.
What?
Space toads.
Well, let's get some more information. Let's see if there's some people around here.
They could be heaven frogs.
Well, they're definitely toads, so they're from space, as opposed to frogs from heaven.
What?
Let's see if we can find the residents. Maybe someone here has something to add to this theory.
Well, I'm pretty sold on this one myself, but if you want extra information, please go ahead.
It's
No, you
definitely heaven frogs.
Whether
No, they're
he-
toads. How could it be frogs when they're toads?
This is going to go nowhere. I was going to say, you two bickering baddies, even if it is meteor frogs or heaven toads, why are they falling on the town? Those things don't just happen. Usually some sort of magic mojo is
Well,
going on here.
Firstly, you got that the wrong way around. Only heaven are frogs, and space is toads. There's no such thing as heaven toads. That would be ridiculous.
I don't care what order you're saying these things. I don't. Amphibians falling from the sky. Do you realize how? What? That
Seems very normal to me.
It is a
Maybe it's a
blessing.
plague.
I get the feeling for them this is normal. Anyway, either way, things like that are magic mojo if they do happen. Something happened there. It involved an amphibian explosion or an impact of some kind, possibly both. Let's talk to the townsfolk and see if they saw anything weird that could corroborate any stories.
This is true. Freak toad storms are very rare. It seems unlikely. We should try and get more information.
We don't usually get heaven frogs this time of year.
No, that's like 3 months earlier, right?
What
Yeah.
time of year do heaven frogs show up?
Like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Where were you for that?
Inside!
Yeah, you stay inside through all that. You don't wanna.
Well,
You-
they're
you know that-
bickering. Magpie knocks on the first door she sees. Like a
You know that-
sensible person.
You know that meme with like the chick just like looking at like the math equations like flying everywhere. That's Aramnaze right now, just like having a crisis.
Magpie's just doing her job. Just quickly.
The door opens a jump. Who's that?
Hey, we noticed he got a giant impact with a bunch of frog parts in it.
Toad parts.
Definitely frog.
Well, while my two friends are arguing, amphibian parts, and we were sent here to help with the thefts that were going on around here. So, name's Magpie. Can we help you? Can you give us some information about what's going on?
Before you finish, the door is flung open. You're grabbed by the arm, and they try to yank you in. Give us a contested strength roll, please.
Strength roll?
Yeah.
I'm a ranger. Strength saving throws are my best.
Oh dear.
Let's see, 18 on the die alone, and my strength saving is +4, so that's 22.
You have this regularly heavily beard goblin in a big ass hat and overalls, yanking on your arm ineffectually. Oh, hey, get in before the toads go back. Come in. You have us two.
Oh, it is there, young man. Ah, get your asses in here! Seems this is an actual town problem.
What?
Tedlin and Oxan are definitely just arguing about whether they're heaven frogs or space toads. Like,
Aramnaze is walking towards the house, and just like staring at the ground, like, what is life? How did everything change so quickly in my life?
Yuki is actually in the hole digging, seeing if she can find any of the pieces of the toad.
Oxan, look at the carcass. It's clearly a toad. It's all knobbly on the back, and like, the legs are nowhere near long enough.
Oh, you dinguses, now get your butts in here. Apparently they're gonna come back.
Oh, we're mid-shower. We should definitely get inside.
But it's free food.
Have you ever been
Not
outside
if
in
it
a
lands on
space
you and
toad form,
explodes.
Oxan? Have you ever been outside in one of those?
Yes, 3 months ago. 3 of them hit
No,
almost one in the head, and it was,
That was-
delicious.
That was a heaven frog storm. Have you ever been outside in a space toad storm?
Tedlin,
You'll
Tedlin,
have to-
Okasan,
We need to get inside right now.
a frog appears between you. It glares.
Run.
It is big, it is warty, and it glares at you with evil intent.
Run.
Hello, friend frog.
That's not a frog, it's a toad. Run.
Get out!
I do not think they are falling from sky. I think you should get inside.
Fine.
Already in the door.
Yuki's sitting on top of the toad now.
Get your butt in here! That thing gonna blow!
Right to glory!
Ernace is already in the house because they're the only other sensible person here.
Well,
And they're
it was
just,
nice
like,
knowing you,
sitting-
Yuki. Have fun exploding. Bye.
Yuki, how hard are you sitting on the toad?
I'm just sitting casually on it.
It's looking very annoyed. He's trying to bite at you.
Yeehaw! Ride him, cowboy!
Look, I have to go. You got a hole I can shoot from?
No, sorry. I can keep. Hang on. This ain't my home. This ain't my home. Where's my lovely home with me? Not lovely wife. Oh, right. She left me last week.
I'm sorry for your loss.
For the best.
Just sighs and like she's looking for like something she can like fire through without aggravating the toad because again, she's an archer. She can actually handle this and probably save Yuki.
Aramnaze isn't paying attention anymore. They're just sitting on the ground in like a fetal position. Like, I'm scared and confused and what is happening?
Yuki, you should lick frog. Hello, frog.
No, do not lick the frog. Do not lick the toad. Do not lick the giant amphibian that's gonna explode.
Wow. Sorry, what?
You're licking the toad.
Yes.
It bites you. It tries to bite at you.
Yeehaw! Ride him, cowboy!
Do this very often.
If we leave her to it, she will tire herself out and come inside eventually.
Yeah, sure.
The frog
Right,
latches.
that thing.
The frog latches onto your tongue for 3 damage,
Aw.
Get out of there.
and it ain't letting go.
Is opening a window and aiming her arrow. Yuki, unless you got a way to get out of there, I need to fire.
Let's talk. More arrow flying, please. And Shifrost pulls out a short bow and actually launches one at the frog.
Magpie casts Hunter's Mark first at the frog.
Okay, Sifros, since you caught it first, roll you attack.
And dang it, that is going to miss with a 10. Probably.
It's currently the toad is wobbling from side to side on Yuki's tongue.
I would think that would hurt.
Okay, due to the fact that I'm a Gloomstalker and this is the first round of attack, let me find the book because D&D Beyond does not have this information annoyingly enough.
I do not like D&D Beyond. I've had to use it before and it was ugh.
It's
Well,
not
I just use
great.
it to get the. I just use it for the numbers. My character has something called Dread Ambusher, meaning technically on the first round of attacks, I get 2, as opposed to 1. So, shall I roll my first attack, DM?
Roll the attack.
Also, I get +2 to my archery.
My god, actual competent characters? What campaign is this?
Let's see. That's technically a 13. I think
Blue
I also.
Stalker good.
Let's see. That's a 13 plus. I believe I add my dexterity, which is 4. So 13 plus 17 total.
Oh, that's a hit. You don't need
That
to.
is-
You don't need to roll for damage. I was thinking, Steve, you notice the warts in his back start to turn red and glow.
Yeah, get your butt off of that glow!
Yuki,
Yep.
make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. $19.
Okay. You have passed the dexterity.
Mhm.
Just need to have this. However, you are caught for 7 fire damage as the frog explodes.
Okay.
Space
Check on Yuki.
toads.
7 frogs.
As burns spits of flaming toad, limbs, warts, even eyeball scatters all about the place and
Dibs on the eyeball.
batters off the door.
Let me Firefox, ow!
I run to check on Yuki. You okay there? Oh my god!
I'm a Firefox!
I need to get you inside before you become a crispy fox.
Okay.
So, should I cast Cure Wounds? Because you have to touch somebody for that, and I'm not sure if Yuki's gonna let her do that.
Oh, Yuki would.
Okay, so I use my second spell slot of the day to cast Cure Wounds.
It's also about this is going on. If anyone's looking around the rest of the room, you notice that it's set up very much like a wizard's laboratory with test tubes, tomes, weird regions, this, that, a crocodile hanging from the ceiling.
Bifrost, this looks like that Gordon Ramsay guy's kitchen.
You are
Gordon
not
Ramsay?
far off, really.
Oh,
Mayonnaise has been like counting the test tubes to like get their mind off of the storm of amphibians.
Unfortunately, I'm only able to heal Yuki for 4. So, I healed the tongue.
oh, explodey toes, we're not going to go to that again. No. The
So, Mr. Man, whose home this is, how long have you been suffering from this frog storm?
I'm old on cleats, yes. Yes, the toes are new. Started today because I met him, yes, supposed to deal with the problems with the tiny men. The toes were meant to go for the tiny men. They did not go for the tiny men.
Or man's gone mad from the toads.
Goblin.
Common side
No.
effect.
Goblin.
Don't you remember? The guy who sent us here said tiny men were a problem. People were talking about it. What do these tiny men look like, sir?
They look something like him, he says, pointed Teddy, but smaller, wearing pointy red hats.
Where's this one again?
He's a gnome.
We're
who's 2.5
fighting-
foot tall, so shorter than Tedlin is pretty small. We're fighting the Tedlin horde.
We're fighting lawn gnomes, got it.
Does
Schmabby
Magpie
lock.
recognize these as the type of face she knows?
Say we need the leaf blower.
Does Magpie recognize from that description alone what type of fae this is.
They sound like a particular type of gnomes, not regularly seen usually residing within deep forest.
Wait a minute.
Would they count as
You
fae?
bastard.
Wait, what?
There we go.
What happened? I'm sorry.
We're fighting Smebulok.
Mabulok.
I don't know who that is.
Gravity
We're
Falls.
fighting. We're in Gravity Falls.
Are type of fae, so would imagine I know about them, or is this more like a different type of creature?
Oh, they are definitely type of fae. Fae that is very
So they're
odd,
not-
very odd compared to even the normal gnomes.
Okay, so they're not fae. So imagine like.
Oh,
okay, this ain't-
they are fae.
Oh, they are. Is there any way we can ask if these little guys were involved in the deal? Because are they even native around here? Because there's supposed to be a deal with the fae.
The little men. They we don't know what's going on. We don't know. Just one day, we spot the hats. Yes, we spot the hats. They come, taking the pies, taking the socks. I think one went off the innkeeper's bra.
These give gnomes a bad name.
You give gnomes a bad name.
Glad to know I wasn't the only one thinking it.
It was somewhat intended.
Is there anyone else still in the town? Has everyone left or been, you know?
Everyone in houses. They hide from my toads. They hide my toads. My toads are meant to hide, hunt little men. Blue toads. So toads hiding pond. There's only a few left. Yes.
So it seems this crazy man summoned the space toads in an attempt to defeat the evil gnomes.
Heaven frogs.
I will kill you in your sleep.
But then you won't get your box.
She kind of like picks up Bevelin and puts her hand on Okasan's beak. You two, they ain't falling from the dang sky. They're teleporting in. There's a difference.
Doesn't mean they're not space toads.
They ain't from space. If they were from space, they'd be falling from the dang sky. Now wouldn't they?
Maybe
could
they
have
have
tel-
teleporters just like we do.
He could have very easily teleported them from space. It's very likely, honestly.
I did not teleport space toads to heaven toads. I meant toads. Toads live in ponds to begin with. I take toads. I make them explodey.
What?
But the man has clearly lost his mind. He doesn't realize he's teleported space toads down.
Oh,
I
Can
was
you
gonna.
explain to me how exploding frog make little men go away?
Exploding toad were meant to hunt little men. Was plan was to lay trap. Let it come for pie. Then Toady come and blow up little men.
The fool doesn't realize the threat
Can
space
I-
toads pose. We will have to destroy them all.
Can I
Go ahead.
Can Aramnaze, just Aramnaze, not me, but like the character was only like kind of half listening. So can they like roll to investigate anything hinting that this guy might be behind this?
You can roll intelligence looking over his notes of his apparatus of his regions.
Okay. 6.
You're still convinced he's guilty as hell.
Huh?
You're still convinced he's guilty as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, like Aramnaze just sort of like looks over the notes, and then they turn around. Guys, I'm starting to think this guy might be behind all this.
We're well past that.
Wait, He did.
Wait,
and he's
are
amazing.
we? Sorry, I thought.
Honey,
Oh.
take your time. You're a little freaked out. This is your. How old are you anyway, sweetie?
15.
And they said that I'm gonna have a very long talk with the doctor about sending children. Session.
Day 15. Day 15. I'm the crazy one. I don't send children to do dangerous stuff. That they don't usually do on their own.
So, is it possible for you to stop making toads go boom?
Stop speaking toads when the first one went boom. Then
How many did you summon?
summon none.
What did you make? Forgive my friend. He's a little touched in the head.
I'll have you know, I'm a very intelligent
Puts
gnome.
her hand over Tedlin's mouth to shut him up.
If you can reach, he's very small.
I think she's still holding him. Like... You have to forgive my gnome friend. He's a little convinced they're space toads. I believe that they're mutated and you meant to use them as a trap to capture the little baby gnomes running around causing trouble. We just need to know if the baby gnomes are native to this area as well, because you're supposedly have a deal with the bug.
Oh, yes.
Ernest is trying very hard to listen now. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Little men. Well, we should possibly still we'll reach to the end and let's not listening to their side deal. I was saying when the deal was struck.
I didn't quite understand that, like literally.
He's a rambling mess who said they're just more of a recent appearance.
So the gnomes are not involved in the deal.
Possibly not.
Aren't they horning in on a deal and messing it up? That ain't good. It's actually a major problem and more common than you think. Because has Magpie seen this before? Magpie's seen this before. He's seen other characters.
You have never seen gnomes like this before.
I mean the situation of foreign fae messing around where there's already a fae deal.
The last time you saw something like that, it got rather bloody. There weren't anything discreet about it. It was about two major fae forces just squabbling over the territory.
There might be a war coming our way. A fae war. By the way, she still has Tedlin's mouth shut.
And what are you saying? Oka-san has to go to the bathroom.
Oh, that way.
Why right now?
Oh, bathroom.
Maybe
That way. Out the window, to the water closet, into the water closet. On the can.
Is there anyone else in town?
He said everyone's in the houses.
If anyone's looking out the windows, you can basically see. It's mostly houses, but you see the timber mill, the local pub, the local post office, even the local mayor estate.
Do I see any signs of life out of any of them?
Mostly you see them in the windows. A few faces peeking out.
Are there faces peeking out of the pub?
Yes.
I will go to pub. Good place for information. Also, I think I need a drink at this point.
I can tell you in a second, Chip Ross. One more question, little guy. How many more of these toads did you make?
He starts counting on his fingers. Many. Four left.
Thank you very much, sir. If we see him, we'll take him out. In the meantime, let's go, Tedlin. No more talk of space toads. We know what's going on. There are 4 more of the dang things left.
As soon as you take your hand off of Tedlin's mouth.
Magpie's already going to the pub with Chip Ross at this point. Not even with him anymore.
Tedlin will just be rambling about space toads, even if no one is listening to him. He is very convinced.
I'm just envisioning Magpie just holding him under the arm, on the arm like a bag without any handles, and he's going about space toad still. And
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did we just pass up? Did we just see Tedlin pass up the chance to ask an NPC about the box?
Yes.
He's very
He's been
concerned
doing-
about space toads.
All because Magpie would shut up. That annoyed her because she was trying to get info from the NPC and he's yak. She's like,
I just want to
Tedlin
say,
likes to talk.
I just want. Go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, Aramnaze probably would join Shifrost and Magpie at the bar if they were legal.
This is medieval times. There's no such thing as legal drinking age.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on.
Well, Aramnaze knows better. They have a feeling they shouldn't drink at their age.
A drinker either. She's just gonna be there to get information, so you wouldn't be alone, and technically Magpie would be legal.
Okay. That's a relief. Aramnaze is just like, I'm just gonna go somewhere quiet.
Take me to the library. I need to investigate the toads.
Okasan's in the bathroom.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, clearly.
Yuki's preparing her bagpipe.
Hopefully he's in the bathroom.
It's Okasan! Apparently he can get distracted by a shiny thing!
While this hoo-ha's going down, Okusan basically leapt around with the grace of a cat out of the building, out of the window, into the outhouse. Even turning on the sign on the outside saying occupied.
Occupado.
Meanwhile, she's like, Tedlin, I'm gonna let you go, and you can go to the library. No more talk space toads around people. You're making the goblin look sane. She's like, no.
Okay, fine. I'll stop talking about space toads. Roll insight.
what do you want insight for?
Oh, you want me to roll insight? Okay.
He is 100% lying about not talking about the space toads. But I did roll an unnatural 20 on that.
Yeah, she like it's either she believes him because I just rolled a base 5 and my insight technically would be 10 at this point.
Magpie believes Tedlin thoroughly.
Or just doesn't care. She's like, whatever, just go.
He will immediately run back to the house of the guy we were just at.
I'll go to the library if it helps.
Okay, sweetie.
Yeah, thank you.
Library. This place doesn't have a library. The only library this place is my bookshelf. This is my house. Not my house. Is that my bookshelf? Those are my lovely books.
Still going to the pub.
Is it okay if we borrow your books then to see if we can get some information while the rest of us go to the pub and get some info from the folks?
If I say no, do you pick me up like that? No, no.
No, because this is your house, your rules.
My house, my rules. Go ahead, read. Yeah.
Thank you, kind sir.
When no one's listening, Tedlin will just say to the guy in a low voice, you have them all fooled, but I know what you've done, you fool.
Tedlin is making the goblin look sane. Magpie heads to the pub. Hello?
The door opens a creak. Who's there?
We're probably that kind of deal with your little problem going on around here. Name's Magpie, Day Hunter.
Mary Stoneguard, innkeeper, get in. She opens the door just long enough for all you to get in.
So, probably been hearing you've been dealing with Staglots, which I've never heard of until now. I've only read about them. encroaching on your territory and causing problem with the local fae and with you folk.
Yeah, they see their pies. They stole me bar.
And,
They stole me bar.
oh, so the little perverts too. Good to know.
They stole my bar to carry the pies.
So, when did it start? And what do you? And are any of the local fae reacting to it? Are they having any trouble with it? Because I know this place has a deal with the local fae that they have been honoring, from what I've heard.
Mary is a plump dwarf woman with her hair starting to braid. So she's getting on in years. And she keeps glancing over the house, the goblin. The looks of, how dare you. They have not been a problem ever since the deal was struck. But then it's these little men start turning up. the local fays, they don't care.
Yes, they are considered a major threat to the territory to the local fae, but they are encroaching.
Before we continue, can I get pint of stout?
You here to solve this problem?
Yep.
He's our team leader.
Second best stuff. Plonk has a tankard. He's the desktop.
Thank you. I don't chug it, I just kind of sip at it. A little bit. Enjoy it and think things over. So, when do little men show up?
They show up at dusk. Dusk when the sky turns red and we forget to bring our washing in. That pies and other dishes are waiting on the windowsills, cooling just for the right temperature. I took some pride in those pies, and those little buggers come along and nick them.
And it's been going on for how many weeks?
2-3 weeks maybe.
2-3 weeks. Do you see where little men come from?
We do not see where they come, where they go, but we just see them appear. We saw those first week. We saw strange people just coming around. They walk funny, like 5 gnomes in a trench coat.
God damn it.
They have raspberry jam on face.
I'm sure if they're eating the pies, they probably do.
Probably do, yes.
So,
I wouldn't be surprised if they sucked blood, though.
these little bastards appeared out of nowhere, or seemed to appear out of nowhere, and been stealing clothing, food, and gold, encroaching on another faith's territory, technically, and basically messing with the deal.
The deal we don't know. The head dryad sees. She seems as fine as long as we don't encroach too far on the woods.
That is the deal. We were told of it, don't worry. So dryads are the main fae around here, technically.
Pretty much.
And since these fae don't care, apparently these little guys are only messing with the humans, not the fae. So they may have some form of intelligence, because if they also mess with the fae, well, things could get kind of nasty. I've seen that before.
Sounds.
Okay, and at this point, I gotta go. So
It's
Whatever was in that stout knocks Shifrost right out.
it does more than that.
I'd say he sleeps well.
A shadowy hand erupts from the tankard. It is very, very humanoid.
Do I recognize it?
It is a big shadowy hand. It just reaches down in a moment, grabs Sifros, and it just
I
yanks
just
back
for the
in.
sake of I try to grab at Shifrost, but miss at the last second.
Yeah. And just
Well,
disappears.
that's concerning.
Disappears with Chifros into the tankard. As for
He'll
Chifros,
probably be fine.
he pops out of a cauldron at the feet of Baba Yaga. Hello, darling. It's so nice of you to join us. You see, I need a good one, because me and the daughter's here with us having a little get together and chinwag.
For the first few seconds, all you get out of Shifros is,
Doesn't she also hear Magpie screaming into the tankard like, "Let go, man!" Like she's trying to get Shifrost out.
Let it out, darling. Let it out. It's all good now. And then we.
okay. And with that aside done, back to you guys.
Yay. Good luck with your things, Rot.
Later.
Bye bye.
Magpie goes to tell everyone, Shifrost just got kidnapped by his alcohol.
That seems normal. I'm far more concerned with other things at the moment.
I'm hearing a lot of sentences I never thought I would hear today.
Welcome to the group.
At that moment, the door to the outhouse just kind of gets kicked open.
Yuki
You
is
see
playing her tune because she's on her own at this point.
You say that friend Shifros has been kidnapped by his alcohol. This is most concerning. Buenos dias, everyone. El Pudin Diablo, here to help administer justice.
Oh, this is Okusan's friend we told you about.
Oh.
Damn.
Hi.
Okay. Anyone named Magpie Fae Hunter. We also got a problem with a bunch of little annoying Fae that are causing trouble and exploding frogs that are trying to freaking capture the little annoying guys. They're crouching on a fight deal. The frogs are exploding. Basically, it's a big fat mess.
Big mess, you say? That is where El Pudin Diablo specializes.
Heads up, you hit the frogs, they explode immediately.
Toads.
Found that.
Hey,
Either way, you hit the damn amphibians.
hey, I'll put in Diablo. You hear croaking by each of your ears. You failed to notice on your way back in. A pair of toes have landed on your shoulders, one each, and they're glaring at you with evil intent.
Outside now.
Hola. Hola, amphibian friends. Would yeeting them out the window be a strength check or a dex check?
Dex.
Damn
Come
it.
on, frog, we gotta go.
Contested Dex.
I pick up the frogs and gently set them down.
This bitch explosive.
Yuki found that out the hard way. Technically, so did I.
Are the toads outside?
We are outside of the outhouse.
If the toads are on the ground within a 5-foot radius sphere of each other, and there's no one else in that, I'm gonna drop a snowball swarm on them.
I'm gonna get out of that radius if I am in it.
El Pudin Diablo is going to majestically jump out of the way.
And when it's small enough, she's going to pick them up and carry them.
I'll put in the give us
Airways does not resist.
Okay. Tedlin, Okusan, Magpie, give us an initiative to figure out how unretarded this is taking place.
Okay, give me a second.
12.
Do I need to roll anything?
No.
That will be a 14.
I have a 13.
Tedlin's attack goes off.
I mean, I'd be holding it until everyone was out of the way.
Oh, okay, okay. In that case,
I'm not that much of a bastard. However, if I see the toads are going to explode before everyone moves, I'm doing it. I'm doing the snowball.
in this case, putting Diablo managed to leap back, give us a dex roll.
That is a 16, senor.
Okay, you managed to leap. You managed to pass the damage, half the damage they're about to do.
Oh,
You take 6 damage for the first one.
are they
Okay.
exploding?
They're exploding.
They are.
They explode on death.
I was doing the snowball before they exploded.
So wait, does Magpie get out of the way?
I just assume you do, and that's another 5 fire damage to you.
Ah, I see that the frogs are attempting to turn me
Into barbecue chicken.
into Kentucky Fried Luma.
The toads, actually.
Their bones is what they are.
Wow,
What's
I'm-
Kentucky?
It is a small village off the coast. It is very well known for frying things and for their delicious potato recipe. Sadly, they do not have pudding.
Yay.
In the meantime, that's 2 down, 2 to go. Cause there were 4 left, and 2 of them are kablooey.
It occurs to me that El Pudin Diablo's toolset may not be optimum for this situation.
So Ghost-on. Hello?
Well, to be fair, El Pudding Diablo seems slightly smarter. I said slightly, like maybe 1 point.
Hey,
More useful.
hey, Diablo, make us an initiative roll.
Another initiative roll.
Yes.
El Pudin Diablo is always ready for action, for he is the feast of justice.
Oh.
What if
Oh,
you?
God dang it, is there another dang frog nearby?
What if you announced you rolled a 1?
I did not roll a 1.
What
That
is
is 7.
Totally. An initiative from you.
Me?
Tedlin.
24.
Okay.
You both notice the toads are about to leap at you and can act first.
Snowball.
The toad explodes. However, it's just too far away from you, so just burns a hole in the ground.
1 toad left.
Did the ice from the snowball do anything to reduce the damage of the explosion?
There's a bubbling hole of steaming water there.
Well, that's a bit better, I suppose.
Ah, I see we have toad soup.
Nom.
I wouldn't recommend eating that. That is magical snow.
We could put a bean in it.
I'm
No.
very curious what that will do. Let's do it.
So am I.
Why not? Can't eat them, might as well plant them.
You still got that toad. You going before Diablo?
Were the toads next to each other?
No,
It's a shame.
they were going for a sneak attack, a sneak pincer attack.
Am I anywhere near this situation where I can maybe fire my bow at the other toad before it reaches them and makes another explosion?
Roll initiative.
Okay. I was actually about to do that. I'm like, why am I not rolling initiative?
Because you weren't called.
Oh, God. Rolled a natural 1.
You're going after the toad.
Okay, I just fire my arrow at it.
Yeah, you're still going last. Diablo, you go first, then the toad. Then he gets shot. What are you doing?
I am going
No.
to. I am going to Falcon kick the toad and hope that it gets launched. There is no possible way this could go wrong.
Ah, you nuts!
Okay, that's a deck. That's your dex.
No, I was just gonna be doing a straight up attack on him.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense.
Yeah. And because I am pugilist, that means I get 2 attacks. So the first attack is 17.
Oh, you kick it up. How are you kicking it?
As flamboyantly as avianly possible.
Are you kicking it to launch it away from you, or kicking it up into the air?
I am kicking it. I'm kicking it away from me.
That's fine. You watch it fly away, she starts to go red, and suddenly, boom!
So I don't-
Guess...
Frog's legs fly all over the place.
Well, I guess that's the last of them. Now let's plant that bean in that water.
We
Woo!
averted the crisis of space toads.
And
Town can sleep easy once we've dealt with the murderous gnomes.
and
Oh, we don't...
as you go to plant the bean, I call this part of the session to an end. Yes, this has been part 2. I've been the DM, the Raven. This has been this lot, whether the regretted or not. So until next time, be good, be well, and we shall discover what the beans shall bring about this time. Later.
Watch out for
Bye.
space toads.
They ain't from space!
And I do not actually have the bean chart because